Good morning. It's morning coffee. Um, I am going to come back in a little bit and talk more about my thoughts around Anthony Peake's work. He does talk about multiverses and different things like that, and so there'll be some more information that I want to share about how his work resonates with my thoughts and so on. But um, today I wanted to go on and keep in step with pulling a card from the Nature's Way or Nature's Whispers Oracle, and then talking on that topic. Today I pulled the card Leap of Faith. This card has a fairy, and she's walking on a thread from the web of a spider. And, you know, there's a lot of imagery there, but even just in the phrase taking a leap of faith, to me, a leap of faith becomes that moment in which you feel drawn in a certain direction, and yet your past experiences tell you, wait a minute, I don't know if that's okay. And yet your heart chakra, because we talked about aligning your energy centers, the energy feels good, but you've never been there before, and so you feel a little uneasy. I was talking with a friend last night, and we were talking about new relationships and new connections with different people. And as we have talked through different things and helped each other elevate ourselves, and recognize areas in which life needs to change internally, it becomes interesting how you attract different people into your world. And then it becomes what I have termed pleasantly uncomfortable, because now you're in a space that you want to be in, but it's uncomfortable because you've never been there before. It's like you've saved all this money, and you've bought your ticket, and you are finally taking that trip to Europe, and now you're there and you want to be there. It's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. The energy is wonderful, but you don't speak the language. You don't know the customs. You don't know how to get from point A to point B. And you are uncomfortable in a good way. And so this leap of faith becomes this: I asked for this. This is what I want. I am here now. It is present. Let me jump in. Instead of longing for the stuff of yesterday that you know is going to take you into a path of ugliness, because it is resonant with your wounds and your broken way of being. And so as you have healed yourself, being in a new space will feel uncomfortable. And I remember the gentleman I dated last year would tell me it was very comfortable to be with me, very easy energy, very wonderful, very pleasant, and yet it made him uncomfortable. And I will tell you, to make the choice to exit was foolish on his part, because it was the pleasantly uncomfortable space. You don't know what to do with it. In some ways, I imagine, because he was in a volatile marriage prior, it was boring, because I am not a volatile person. I certainly can be. Let me just say that if you push the wrong button, I have been known to be a little explosive, just like any of us can be. And those are things that, we put in the let's fix this column, because that's not emotionally mature, and we need to be more mature, constantly working on ourselves. But, it is the joy of being a new person, of coming into a new space and being with individuals of new energy that is what you want in your world. And it is uncomfortable, and you have to take that leap. You have to remember the list. This resonates with the things that I want in my world, and so yes, I'm going to go there. I'm going to stumble. I'm going to be inept. I'm going to not be a proficient person in this new energy. But what I ask for is people who are like me, who are also not proficient, but we're all working together. And so that's what you get. And I would share that the new person in my life is very much that same way. And I can step into a space of saying, I'm real uncomfortable with this conversation, but I need to have it. And immediately I feel in this man an energy shift of incredible attentiveness and asking questions. I hear you saying this. Is this what you meant? And I can affirm, yes, that's what I meant, or I can correct where the comprehension is off. And so it's been a wonderful journey, very pleasantly uncomfortable. And so I would say to you, as we start come into the middle of the week, take the leap of faith. When it presents itself, jump into it. Don't harm others in the process, as the gentleman that I dated last year did to me back in February, where he said, let's revisit. And then apparently he met someone that he wanted to take a leap of faith with, and just ghosted me, which was a very harmful thing to do. You don't do that to people. Tell them, look, this new opportunity has arisen and I'm going to go this way. It's still hurtful, but it's at least hurtful with integrity, right? We don't create karma, because obviously that crap is going to come back on you. But you say something to people. And as I moved into my new energetic space, I had other connections that I had to disappoint. And I did that with integrity. And so we have to shift the paradigm, have those uncomfortable conversations as you move into those spaces where you're taking that leap of faith. This has now arrived, and I am ready to take it. And so close the door gently on the past. Don't slam things in people's faces. Be a person of love and kindness and gentleness. And move into the future. It's a wonderful space. We are all that are working on ourselves, shifting a paradigm into a beautiful, wonderful place. And it is going to be incredible. And I hope you all are working on yourselves and going to join me and those who I resonate with in this wonderful, absolutely wonderful place. Have a fabulous Wednesday, and I'll see you tomorrow on Morning Coffee.